Calling to order the subcommittee meeting agenda for the court's response. Could I have a roll call?
Mr. Seroy?
Present.
Mr. Long?
Present.
Mr. Fairfield?
Present.
Mr. Featherling? We have a quorum.
Very good. Do we have any public comment? Public comment. Seeing none, we're going to move on with that. And public input. Anybody want to make some type of comment or input? Very good. We're all the way up to number 5 already, approval of minutes. Since we had no quorum the last time, there are no minutes. And moving on to submissions of forms. Kelly, what do I need to know about that?
It's just telling you that in front of them is the application, and they can submit those applications if they have a request. If they're internal requests, they don't need that form, but for the public.
Okay, so we have no public here to request submissions of forms, so, and we're recognizing that county businesses do it internally. So Mr. Suarez, what number is in front of you? 13. There you go.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I believe these forms that are on the county's website have to be submitted the Friday at noon before the meeting. The Friday at noon before the next subcommittee meeting is the deadline. Or the Friday before the subcommittee meeting by noon is the deadline.
Very good. That's new information I did not know. Thank you. All right. Policy discussion. So
Just motion to approve the policy.
Okay, do I have a second? Mr. Fairfield? Kelly?
Mr. Seroy?
Aye.
Mr. Long?
Aye.
Mr. Fairfield?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, and I'm not sure what the adoption of policy for consideration by an executive committee, what those. Okay, very good. And the next one is listing of requests. Court view has been recognized as a request, and we have the goal of the committee to begin that process of identifying who or what will replace court view in the future. And is there anybody that would like to make a comment about that? Andy?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I guess the only comment is we know that it's of strategic import to the circuit clerk, probation, sheriff, state's attorney, public defender, the judges, everybody, that we look at the alternative, whether it's the latest and greatest version of court view or all the other vendors out there. What is going to replace the current system, because it's very costly for us to operate that system. It doesn't do what we want to do. It doesn't have the reporting that is necessary for us to make value judgments based on our ability to download information, value judgments on future proposals and operational asks that are made of the board. So it's a long process. It's not something we can just open up a catalog and order the new, 2022 model, if you will. We have to go through vendor selection. So this allows, if you approve this as something you think that is a good use of the county's resources and fits into the policies that we've approved, it allows me to work with the, obviously the judges, circuit clerk, and everybody that's a stakeholder, IT, to start that evaluation process and go down the road and see what the best fit is. And then from that recommendation will go to the finance committee to fund the project once we have a dollar amount on what that would look like.
Very good, thank you. Are there any other comments from people present in the meeting? No? Well, we certainly have been shown the need for that to take place. Our recent tour over at the circuit clerk's office and the comments from the other office holders have shown us that what we have today is old and needs to be replaced, and there's a great need there. So do we need a vote on this? So
I'll make the motion. That
very good. Do we need a roll call or just a voice? How about a voice vote? All in favor?
aye.
Do you have a second, Mr. Chairman? I'm sorry, I didn't hear a
Yes,
second.
from
Sorry.
Mr. Fairfield was the second. All in favor, everybody was aye, and any nays? Okay, I think we're good with that. Is there anything else we need to discuss there? Andy, did you have anything else for us today?
Not for today. The next meeting is going to have a lot more items on it. We wanted the committee to kind of get familiar with the process now that we're starting to go through projects. And then the full board will have approved the policies that we've recommended here at the full board meeting. And then we're going to be able to start going through things in 2 weeks. Those departments or people, obviously within the court system, it's going to be our internal departments, other committees. The requesters will be invited to those meetings to explain their projects. So this is going to start picking up speed and then there'll be obvious peaks and valleys in activity over the next 3 years. But we wanted to kind of start letting everybody know that these are 1 hour meetings, and so we don't want to have 15 requesters there and we get to 3. That'd be unfair of their time. So we want to start taking off chunks of this. Today we got done quickly. I would imagine the next meeting will probably be right up against adjournment because of the number of requests that we're going to be dealing with. So it's just an explanation to the committee and to those that are in the audience today.
Very good. Any other comments? Mr. Surius, Mr. Fairfield? No? Very good. Mr. Fairfield?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Mr. Surius seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.